welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going? How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Hope your commute to work didn't suck too much. Also, I don't know if it's Monday. This podcast has been coming out Tuesday a lot lately because what the fuck, dude? I have a different life than I had previously, you know? Had a different life with a new schedule. Still, this podcast will come out every fucking week. It'll never stop coming out. Even if somebody's like, hey man, you are destroying the world with this thing, I'll go, I disagree with you, and put another episode out. But if it's Tuesday, if it's Monday, whatever day you're listening to this on, hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a nice time. Hope before you put this on, you are having a good day. If you aren't, if you weren't, if shit's fucked, I hope now you feel pretty good. I just cut my hair, dude. I just did. So if my hair looks fucked up, I apologize. Not even fully to you, more to myself, dude. If my hair looks fucked up right now, if you're watching the video and you're like, what happened to him? I apologize to me because I cut my hair. If you've listened to this podcast, I've talked about it before. I cut my hair. I do it. And lately I've been feeling good about it. I've settled into a groove. I've been feeling really good about how I cut my hair. People compliment in a way where it feels sincere. I've been feeling like, damn, dude, am I a hair cutter? Am I a barber on the side, dude? Am I a barber for free? Is that just a skill I've acquired through time and dedication and fucking up my head a bunch? Through not having sex with a lot of women because they were like, hey, what the fuck's going on with your head? But now they're like, hey, your head looks pretty cool. Do I have a skill now because of my sacrifice? It's funny looking back at like old haircuts I've had because, you know, I've never had a one-to-one reaction of that sucks, but I'm sure I was at a bar and there was a lady who I thought was cute who was like, he isn't, look at his head. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I've been getting pretty confident with it, right? And the peak confidence was a friend of my friend who stayed with us this past week. He's a barber, and he was talking shit about people's hair. He was like, this kid got a new haircut. He's like, that haircut fucking sucks. He was like, damn, that haircut sucks. He was just pointing out haircuts and going, that fucking blows. And then I said to him, what do you think of my haircut? And he looks at me and he goes, well, you haven't got a haircut in like a month, right? And then I look back because now the podcast has become a barometer for how quickly my hair grows. And my whole life, people have been like, your hair grows quick as shit. And until this point, I had no evidence. But now that I have the evidence, I'm like, damn, dude, you guys were right. I do grow my hair in an unorthodox speed, in an unorthodoxly quick speed. Fast. I'll just say fast. I don't know why I said 7 words instead of just saying I grow my hair fast, but who knows, dude? Who knows why I say things? I gotta fill an hour. I guess that's why. Doing this podcast, I've learned just to fucking turn 1 word into 9 words so that I can fill out an hour. No, hopefully that's not what it feels like, but it might. Anyway, and I showed him, I was like, oh, actually like 3 weeks ago. It was 4 weeks ago I cut it. But it's been like really 3 weeks since it's grown, right? But I guess that's 4 weeks. Who the fuck knows? He kind of nailed it, a month. But I kind of made it seem like 3 weeks, and he was like, damn, dude, your hair grows fast. Because I guess my hair grew a week faster than he thought. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I go, look at this haircut. Does it look good? And he goes, I mean, just tell him from the picture? Yeah, it looks right. But also a haircut like needs to fit the person, and that fits you, and also it looks like you did it right. And I was like, damn, dude. Damn, a barber who's talking shit about everyone's haircut that he sees thinks my haircut was pretty good? Damn, dude. Am I going to start working at a salon? So then I was like, I should cut my hair. He's right. It's been a month. That was a large motivation, was that he was like, you haven't gotten in like a month, right? And I was like, if a barber says to me, you haven't gotten in like a month, right? That means I should be cutting my hair in like more frequently than every month. I didn't ask him, but my brain went, so 2 weeks? What's up, dude? 1 week? 2 weeks? I feel like 1 week is not enough. 2 weeks? Is that the move? But also, I like my hair growing out a little bit. Like, I think I like my hair being a little bit longer. I think a month is good for me. Even a month I was cutting my hair. I was like, I'm not cutting much hair off my head right now. Anyway, so I get here, and I always cut my hair with a 5 and a 6. 6 on top, 5 on the sides. And I was feeling pretty fucking good. And I had a buzzer at my apartment because one week I couldn't go back to my parents' condo because that's where I cut my hair because there's more space here. I get to see my parents. Don't get to see them as much because I'm fucking an old man now, you know? Nice to see my parents, talk to them, catch up. I cut my hair. I do the podcast. It's a nice little time. Maybe I go for a fucking hike. It's a nice little time. But since I got this new job, it's been hectic. I had to buy a buzzer and cut my hair at home. But then I was like, which buzzer is better? Because I felt like the one I've been using recently kind of sucks, or the one I've been using for a while kind of sucks. But I'm not sure. So I brought them both here, and then I was like, fuck, I'll use the buzzer I always use because I don't want to fuck up the haircut. You know, I'm going to use the thing I always use because just in case there's some voodoo to it, I want to not make any moves that would fuck it up. So then I go to look in there's like a hard case with whatever they're called. Oh, razor guards, right? Fucking hair guards. Whatever the fuck. Buzzer guards. There you go. Couldn't think of the word buzzer, dude. I'm fucking smart as shit. Can't think of the word buzzer while doing a podcast by yourself? Smart as fuck, dude. Anyway, and then I realized like, oh, the guards that I always use are out. They're not in the bin. So I put the bin back, and then the 2 that I always use are out. And I grab, and I see that there's 3 of them instead of 2. And I see a 3, a 5, and a 6. I was like, why is the 3 here? That's weird. Anyway, I'm not going to use that, obviously. I start using the 5. I'm buzzing. I use the 6. Buzzing. Then I'm like, I could probably trim more on the sides. Or I like to always do the sides, then the top, and then finish up the sides again. See if I fucked up somehow. So I go back to the sides, and I put the 5 on. I start buzzing the sides in the back of my head. And I'm like, and a lot of hair was falling off. And I was like, oh, damn, dude. I guess I fucking fucked up. I guess a lot of hair can come off. And then I shaved some more, and I'm like, why is so much hair falling off? This doesn't make any sense. My thought of, oh, I guess I fucked up with the 5 before has quickly transformed into, that doesn't make any sense, dude. You used the 5 before. If there's hair coming off your head, it means you made a mistake. And then I look at the buzzer, and it's the fucking 3 that I should have just thrown across the room and to get it out of the vicinity so I didn't accidentally use it, but instead I kept it there and was like, I'm smart enough to not pick up the 3. And I'm not, dude. I overestimated how fucking smart I am. And I underestimated how fucking stupid I am. And I put the 3 on, and then I realize it's a 3. I go, what the god damn it? Fuck! God, fuck! And I take it off and I throw it and I go, ugh! I literally like that. I go, oh, god, damn it. And then I'm just standing there like, fuck, am I fucked? Is my hair fucked? Because at this point, I did the whole sides again with a 3. So now I just cut a 3. And also the thing that made me realize, I was like, oh, my hair's getting real short. It's not, and the top seems longer. The difference seems like too much. And that's how I used to cut my hair. I used to cut it with like a 2 on the side, a 4 on the top, and I looked like a fucking Malcolm Moore cunt. I looked fucking bad, dude. I looked like a fuck shit face fuck ass. I looked like a piece of shit asshole rectum cunt. That's what I looked like, dude. I looked like a fucking ball sack on wheels, okay? So I was like, damn it, dude. Am I going back to fucking 21 right now? Am I going back to my fucked up head at 21? I'm 7 years away from that, dude. I can't go back to fucking 21 fuckface. So then I'm like, I guess I got to use the 5 on the top now. So I use the 5 on the top, and I feel like it evened out enough where now it's just a shorter version of what I usually do. That's what it feels like to me. But then I asked my mom, because my mom and dad came home. They were out. They came home. And my mom usually does the back for me because she's a lovely woman. She's a lovely, nice woman. Now that I'm thinking about it, I only trust women with the back of my head. Because my roommate before this would do the back of my head. My roommate before this would do the back of my head, and Now my mom does it, and if I had a girlfriend, I would probably ask her to do it. But my male roommate right now, haven't asked him once, dude. Would never ask him. And I'm sure he'd do a good job. I'm sure he'd do a great job, but I'm not going to ask him, dude. Maybe it's sexist. I don't know. Maybe it's sexist. I only want women to deal with the back of my head. I don't know. But I'm not changing it. No, I think I let my friend do it one time, and he's a dude. And I think he might have fucked it up. So maybe that's it. Also, I cut his hair and fucked it up. I can't cut other people's hair. Because arguably, I can't cut my own fucking hair. So anyway, I asked her, I go, how does it look? Because she has buzzed the back of my head for the last 7 haircuts. You know what I'm talking about? Like enough haircuts where it's like, oh, okay, and I haven't changed the way I do it once. It's always the 5 and the 6, dude. So I said to her, I go, does my hair look different at all? And she's like, I don't remember what it's like before. You don't remember a month ago, dude? I'm 60 years old. Or she's 59. I don't even know, dude. She's old enough. She's not old enough to not remember a month ago, okay? Unless my genes just fucking suck, dude. I looked up David, and she just wouldn't remember. She's just like, I don't know. And then she always does it. I talked about this 2 podcasts ago, or however many podcasts ago, about my dad with the hair. He's like, your hair looks kind of weird. And my mom was like, no, it looks good. My mom will just say it looks good. She's a liar, dude. She's a liar out of love. But guess what? If you lie, you don't love, dude. Lying is never love. Tell the truth, dude. And I said to her, just tell me the truth so I can fix it. If you tell me the truth, it's fine. If it looks bad, I can fix it. And she's like, I don't know. I think it looks fine. It looks fine. It looks fine. Does it look good? When people say fine, that's not a good sign, dude. And I just rhymed there. And I feel bad about it. But it is what it is. When people say it looks fine, that's not good. You want to hear that looks good? That looks great? Or that's it. That's what you want to hear. Good or great. You don't want to hear fine. Fine means it doesn't look, I don't like it, but I'm sure it looks good for you. Which can be okay in some cases, but in other cases, it isn't. And in this case, I don't like it. So she buzzes the back of my head, and then that's it. And then I'm like, I guess it's fine. I look in the mirror. I go back to my sides with the 3 again. I'm like, fuck it. The sides are a 3, and the top is a 5. That's what it is now. So if it looks good, I hope it does. If it doesn't, fuck, dude. It's really made me go, maybe I should just get, the next haircut should just be from a guy, dude. Should be from a guy or a girl, somebody who's professional at it. Maybe I don't have this barber skill, dude. I also trimmed my pubes. Guess what? I nicked my pubes. I've cut my hair. I've cut my pubes. It's insane, dude. I used to use this long pair of fucking scissors to cut my pubes. Never once cut myself. Now I've been using this tiny pair of scissors because it seems easier to not cut yourself. I've nicked my nuts twice, dude. Both times I've cut my hair with it. I'm 100% accuracy for fucking up my nuts right now. And it's not a bad nick. I'm not like bleeding a lot. The first time I did bleed. I had to fucking put some paper towel on it like I shaved my face. But this time it was not nothing really happened. It was a pinch. But still, it's like, how, dude? How? And I've never done it right once. Like, no one's ever seen my pubes and been like, wow, you did a good job there. One time I asked, I was like, oh, I trimmed my pubes. I mean, it looks fine, right? And this girl was like, I mean, sure. Which is worse than a fine, dude. Which is, to be honest, that's worse than a fine. I would rather get a fine than I guess, dude. I'd rather get a fine than I don't know what you want me to say, but it doesn't look good, so I'll say sure. I don't want that. And that's what she did, dude. She just said sure. And then I was like, damn, dude, it looks like I butchered my nuts. It looks like I butchered that entire area. And I kind of did, dude. I fucking used scissors. I'm just fucking attacking it like a psychopath. I don't know, dude. Maybe I should buy a Manscaped. Maybe I'll buy a Manscaped. I have a little bit extra money now. Maybe I'll buy a Manscaped. That's been all of my money. Now, I'm like, now that I actually like make some money that I can spend, I gotta groom myself and buy household items that I didn't have before. I'll buy a PS5, but I won't buy a fucking bath mat, you know? Dude, I bought shoes recently. I've been buying the same pair of shoes for the last 6 years maybe, and it's insane how I buy them the same way every time. I wear them until my feet hurt, until literally the tread is completely gone and there's holes in both of them. I buy waterproof boots, right? And I wear them until water is in the shoe. And then literally every time I have this thought, I go, "What the fuck, dude? These are supposed to be waterproof. It's fucking false advertising. These aren't waterproof. There's water in my shoe." And then I look at the bottom of both of my shoes and there's giant holes in them. Yeah, dude, it's not waterproof when you've worn them down until there's holes where water can seep in, dude. They're waterproof when the fucking material is intact. I walk until my feet fucking are bruised and bloody and literally bloody and fucking blistery. Literally my feet have blisters on them and are bleeding. And then I go, I should go on Amazon and buy a new pair of shoes. And then I went on Amazon, bought a new pair of shoes. Then it was like, you got to wait 2 days. And I just walked on my shitty fucking hurt feet for 2 days until I got the shoes. And then when I got them, I was like, hell yeah, dude. It's like I'm walking on fucking clouds. And I felt so good. I'm like, yes, dude, my feet don't hurt. And then this was the first time ever where I've really taken in how long I wait. Is my friend was looking at my shoe. He's like, oh, let me see your old shoe. And I compared the two. And my new shoe probably has about like a half an inch to an inch of tread of like thick rubber to walk on. And then my other shoe has nothing. My other shoe, it's the same shoe, but flattened. And in the center of both shoes is a giant fucking tear. A giant hole. And he was like, damn, dude, yeah, your shoes are fucked. And he said, can I cut the back of your head? I go, absolutely not, dude. I don't know. It's crazy, man. Also, I still haven't bought a bath mat. I should buy a bath mat. One thing at a time. I bought the boots. I'm finally going to buy some new pants, some new clothes. I got to get new clothes, man. And I got to clean my room. So far, so good, dude. I wrote a list of things to do today. One was cut my pubes. One was fucking cut my hair. And one was shave. Did all 3 of them. Hope I look okay. Then the next thing on my list was to do this. I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to go home and fucking clean my room. That's the next thing on the docket. And I'm going to fucking do it. Because after that last podcast, I was like, hey, man, clean your fucking room. Do it. A lot of times when you're not attracting people or when you feel like, hey, why can't I talk to people? Or when you feel like, hey, I feel like I'm ugly and gross. A lot of times you go like, people don't like me. But what you really got to do is go, why don't I like myself right now? Why do I feel like a piece of shit? And then you have a list of things pretty immediately. Why do I feel like a piece of shit? I haven't shaved in a while. I got hair all over my fucking neck. The beard does not look good. I should trim it down to what I feel is right. My hair is sloppy as shit and long. Every time I fucking pee, I look at a forest of pubes. All those things were bothering me, dude. I felt like a grody fuck. Eliminated them. Next thing that fucking bothers me, clean room, dude. Gotta clean that fucking room. After that, I'll buy the bath mat. After that, I'll fucking... The shoes, too. I felt like a piece of shit with those fucking bad shoes, dude. Got new shoes. Feel like a new man. What else haven't I done? I haven't fucking gone on a hike in a while. I haven't gone on a long walk in a while. I'll do that. And I promise you, doing all those things that make you'll suddenly feel better, and then it'll just, people will notice, dude. Suddenly you'll talk to people easier, just unconsciously, and then people will want to talk to you easier. Because everything, the entire vibe of it, vibe is not a word I like to use, but the entire fucking energy of it, also not really what I want to use, but it's true, dude. There'll be a presence that you maintain that'll just change. That will put you in a better position than you were when you fucking had holes in your shoes and blisters on your feet. I guarantee. But anyway, I was thinking about. Sorry, I keep. If you're watching the podcast, you'll see me. I keep clicking back on my computer to make sure Pro Tools isn't turned off because the last two podcasts kept fucking turning off. I think it was just because I had no memory on my fucking computer. Damn, dude. I'm disorganized on every level. If you see my desktop right now, it's fucking covered in bullshit. Especially with this new job where a lot of it's downloading shit. It's fucking, it's chaos. It's interesting how that chaos translates to every avenue. It's like if you have a messy room, you got a messy fucking computer. I guess it's just being disorganized. If you're a disorganized person, you're not going to be organized in any setting or context. I don't know. I'm just disorganized enough where it's annoying, but I feel like I'm organized enough where I will get things done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like things will happen. Anyway. I was watching this documentary, and it was about comedy during the COVID, and it was really interesting. It was good. But it was interesting because it was like, it's interesting to watch now because so much of it was like, oh, we got to talk about this, we got to talk about that. It was like so much of talking about COVID when it was happening. And then I was looking at tweets and stuff, and I was like, I was remembering and looking at old shit of like, during that time, everybody on Twitter was saying things about COVID. Like everybody had an opinion on COVID and on the things that were happening immediately. And all of it, looking back now, is like 98% of it is like fucking stupid. 98% of the takes that you look back about COVID, or like the comedy written about COVID, or like anything about COVID, anything that was reactionary to COVID at the time, you look back at it and you go, oh, a lot of that shit's fucking dumb. And it was interesting because it became like a very clear thing of things I've thought about before and talked about on here before. And I've talked to other people about this. Other people feel this way of like, people react so immediately to things that happen nowadays that like, how could you have a unique thought about it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like when people were reacting to COVID, like and then people have that feeling of like, I need to talk about this because it's happening right now. And it's like, no, you need to wait a few months. You almost never should talk about the thing that is happening right then and there. Unless it's like killing people, which I guess COVID was. But you saying like, seriously, wear a fucking mask? I don't think that saved many lives. I'm just saying. I don't think you, with 50 followers, I have like 40, so who am I? But I don't think you are really fucking cutting to the core of people's souls by berating them about masks. I'm saving lives right now. No, dude. What you can do is tell your immediate family who won't get the vaccine why they should get the vaccine in a loving way. That's what you can do. Why they should wear a mask in a loving way. That's what everyone can do. Go to the people immediately around them and in a loving way tell them something. Even if you have 50 fucking thousand followers, 100,000, a million followers, you're just causing arguments. That's what you're doing. You're causing petty, stupid fucking arguments. You are not getting to anybody. No one is being reached with your tweet. Nobody, dude. And also, dude, I was thinking about the people during that time tweeting and all that shit, and how much of it, sure, you're trying to say something poignant, and again, you're going, I need to say something. But how much of it is you need to say something for other people, and how much of it is you need to say something so people can look at you? Because you know, motherfuckers tweeted out going, listen, the CDC is correct. You need to wear a mask, and if you don't, you're fucked. How many people tweeted that? And then every hour they checked their likes. How many people tweeted about Black Lives Matter and was like, what happened to George Floyd is a travesty, and I need to be better, and we need to be better, and this systematic racism needs to stop. And then how many people after tweeting that an hour later were like, fuck, 20 likes? God damn it, dude. Only 20 likes? Fuck, dude. And I'm not saying you shouldn't tweet about those things. I'm not saying that. I think it's fine to tweet about those things. I think it's fine to have a gut reaction, right? But it doesn't mean it's a good thought or a smart thought. It definitely doesn't mean it's a smart thought. Most of Twitter are people's idiotic gut thoughts. I have a lot of gut thoughts and gut reactions. I hold most of them in. You know why? Because if I let them out, you would lock me up. Okay, there are certain things where you go, this is what I feel right now, but I'm going to think about it and comment on it later, dude. So that I can have a rational fucking discussion about it, because if I react right now, it's just going to be screaming. That's what Twitter is. Let's scream. Let's deliver our very half-baked ideas that we just thought of when COVID just happened and pretend like it's poignant. That's my problem with shit like that, is that people will reread tweets or like share a tweet to me and be like, isn't that fucking so smart? Isn't their take on fucking the vaccine so fucking smart? And you're like, wasn't the vaccine just released 2 days ago? I don't believe anyone can have a fucking poignant thought about something 24 hours after it exists, you know? I don't know. This is why COVID is a hoax. It just happened, dude. I don't know. All I'm saying is it's funny that people don't think it's like that people can think that their rough draft is intelligent. Like this podcast. Oh, damn. Is the camera? Hold on 1 second. The timer is about to go out. So let me turn off the camera, put it back on, and then we can talk about how I'm an idiot some more. I'll see you in a second. What's up? I'm back. So what I was saying was, yes, rough drafts, they're not intelligent. Even now, this podcast, like the things I say on here, I'm fully aware. I sound stupid. And even when I sound kind of right, or if I'm kind of onto something, I'm not, dude. I just thought of this. Anytime somebody's fucking just pontificating, you're not, dude. My friend were talking about this. He brought it up. He was like, you ever say something, and like in the middle of the sentence, you ever be saying something and then in the middle of, like, you forget what you're going to say and then you finish the sentence and you're like, oh shit, I can't believe I fucking pulled that off. And he's totally right. I do that all the time. I all the time say something and then somehow finish it off with something else, and I'm like, damn. And then somebody's like, oh wow, dude, you're really onto something. And you're like, no, I'm not. I was barely coherent. If you looked into here, you would see I'm a fucking moron. I've said things on the spot. No idea what I was saying. We're talking about something I have not thought about before. I say it in the middle of saying it. I'm like, please make some sense at the end of this. Please say something that is worthwhile in any degree. Please say something that is remotely okay to be heard. And I'll finish the sentence, and then this has happened to me where someone goes, wow, dude, that was really deep. And then I, in my head, am like, dude, you're fucking stupid. Wow, dude, you must be dumb as shit, dude, because what I just said is bullshit. I don't say that. Again, my gut instinct, proving my point. My gut instinct is, yo, man, you're fucking dumb if you think that. But you know what? I just go, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Because that's what you should say in that moment. Because the person who I wanted to call dumb, I love the guy. He was a good friend at the time. I love him, dude. I still love him to this day. But my gut was to be like, hey, man, you're really stupid. You're a fucking dumb fuck. But I did not. I said, thank you. I appreciate it. So what I'm saying is we all say stupid shit, and we probably shouldn't tweet it. Probably shouldn't tweet it, dude. Probably shouldn't tweet it. I think that the majority of the time, your thought that you have right when a terrible tragedy happens is not a thought worth hearing. I think if you think about the event and what happened for about a year, you might have something super powerful to say. Because you've thought about it. Why would something that you've barely had time to think about be a good thing to comment on in the moment? Why? I don't understand it. Hot takes. I've talked about this before, but I realize hot take just means stupid fucking immediate idea. That's what a hot take is. A hot take is, here's my dog shit that I just thought of because I haven't had time to actually think about how I feel. That's what a hot take is. That's why it's so hot, because it's fucking steaming right out of your brain. It's a steaming pile of shit right out of your fucking asshole. That's what it is. A hot take is a hot pile of shit that should not be regarded, dude. If someone took a shit in the toilet and said, hey, come check this out, you'd be like, I'm good, dude. Flush that. That's the same. You should treat hot takes on Twitter the same exact way. It's somebody shitting and then putting it on Twitter and being like, yo, check out my shit, dude. Check it out. I just shit this. I just fucking had diarrhea, dude. Check it out. Read it. I'm good, dude. Close the bathroom door and fucking delete that tweet. Hot take. And what's your hot take? Soup. Ooh, soup is actually fucking porridge. What, dude? Mumford & Sons? They were never good. What? That's my hot take, dude. Who gives a fuck? Fuck you. Alien is not a horror film. Yes, it is. I'm moving on from the situation. I've already talked about that. That woman who did that. And then people just do that. People just take a shit on Twitter and they're like, look at my hot take, dude. Smell it, dude. Smell how much it smells like garbage. And then people take the fucking bait, dude. People are like fucking dogs sniffing out manure. The dog knows that it doesn't want to sniff the manure, but it's such a strong scent that they have to be pulled towards it. That's what Twitter is, dude. People delivering their hot takes, and they know the take sucks. They know in their gut that Alien is a horror film. There's no way to say it isn't. But they get pulled in and they try and argue with this fucking person who just took a shit in front of you. This person just diarrheaed on a fucking plate and handed it to you, and you're holding the plate and going, this isn't a meal. This is not food, dude. I can't eat this. There's no way I can eat this. And they're like, no, you should eat it. It's nutritious for you. Diarrhea is not nutritious for me, dude. You're fucking lying. Yeah, dude. They just want you to get mad. Anyway, next time you see someone's hot take, especially if they refer to it as a hot take, just look at it and imagine a piece of shit and then close your laptop. Close your laptop, swipe out of the app on your phone. Just imagine, see at googlyface.fuckhead and then see the tweet next to it and just imagine a pile of gooey shit where his words are and go, oh, I don't need that in my life, and turn it off. That's what you should do, man. Anyway, speaking of dumb shit, let's talk about Sohcahtoa, bro. This Sohcahtoa lady. Okay, so I don't know where in America it was. Here's the thing. I saw this video and I was like, this could be New York. This could be where I grew up in New York. I feel like this is where I grew up in New York. I feel like this is Westchester, New York. So a woman in a I don't know if it was high school or middle school, in a classroom, a teacher in a classroom put feathers on her head and did like this weird tribal dance where she was saying Sohcahtoa, Sohcahtoa. She was doing like trying to make a weird Native American dance out of Sohcahtoa. Sohcahtoa is a math term, and I don't even know what the fuck it's for. But here's the thing. I remember the word Sohcahtoa. Right? So I watched the video about it, and Sohcahtoa, and the guy tells the story. He goes Sohcahtoa. I think it's Sohcahtoa is for trigonometry or algebra or something. It's some way to remember a theorem or like a mathematical equation, something like that. And I don't remember the mathematical equation. I don't remember what kind of math it was. I just remember in school learning the word Sohcahtoa. And when I watched this video explaining the story behind Sohcahtoa that schools tell kids, I immediately remembered the story as well. And the story they would tell is that there was a Native American who burned his foot. I think that's what it was. Burned his foot. And then he had to put his foot in a river, or he burned his toe, and he had to soak his toe in a river. And so they called him Sohcahtoa. Which I remembered why I remember Sohcahtoa, because that is the craziest racist story I've ever heard. That is such a fucked, stupid, what? Story. But as a kid, you don't know anything, right? You're in middle school, I guess. You don't know. You're just like, Sohcahtoa, sure, dude. He soaked his toe. I guess I'll remember that. And guess what? I do. I remember the word. Don't remember the mathematics behind it, but I at least remembered the word. And listen, that's not an uncommon thing. In my hometown, there's a town called Mayapack, right? And the way, I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but on the way that people, there's a joke that people would always say about Mayapack. Like, you know how Mayapack got its name? There was a Native American here years ago when the Native Americans were here. A Native American guy had a pack of cigarettes and he dropped it into a river. I don't know why it's always a fucking river. It's probably a racist thing. It's probably like with Native Americans. They're by rivers. Weird stereotype. Weird stereotype that apparently is a thing and I didn't realize till now. Both these stories, it's a guy near a river. Why, dude? Why? What is the theory? Or what is the idea behind there? Because it's like tribal and they drink from rivers? What is the racist thing there? Why is that stereotype formed? Anyway. He apparently he dropped his cigarettes and then he went, "Oh, that was my whole pack." Because he's Native American, so he, the idea is that he said my whole pack instead of my whole pack. Funny joke, huh? Hilarious joke, huh? Not the most racist, weird thing to hear as a kid. Not something that you would just go, what? As a kid? And that's the thing, too, is that how that joke spreads is you hear it when you're young enough to be like, ha, ha, ha. You said something I didn't expect, so I'm going to ha, ha, ha. And then you tell someone else it, and then as you get older, you realize, like, what? That joke sucks, dude. That joke is weird. Why the fuck did someone make that up? And Sohcahtoa is the same thing. I haven't thought about Sohcahtoa until I learned it in high school or middle school or whenever the fuck it was. And then I remembered it now because of what happened, and I immediately remembered that story, and I remembered, oh, yeah, that's why I remember it, because of a weird racist fucking thing. Which is interesting because a lot of people I saw reacting, they were like, can you believe this is happening? It's 2021. People love to say that. I listened to an old radio show recently where they were like, can you believe that's still happening? It's 2008. We're going to do that forever, dude. Every new year, we're going to say, can you believe people are still doing this? It's this year. We haven't been alive that long, dude. I'm only 28. So if there's a viral video of a woman doing a weird, made-up, not real Native American dance, a white woman just doing a racist, offensive thing to teach the kids math, if that is going viral now, it seems time appropriate because I saw the same shit growing up. And it is bad. It is bad, and we should change it. And it's good that that went viral, and I hope that woman is told, don't do that, dude. And I hope schools around it will be like, hey, let's not do that, dude. But to act like... but to be my age and so surprised at it, or like close to my age, to be in your 20s and so surprised at that doesn't make any sense to me because you went to school. If you went to public school, you learned Sohcahtoa. You did. And the funniest thing about that is like... the funniest thing about the whole thing is that I feel conflicted because I think, like, I'm glad that went viral. I do think it's fucked what she did, but I do kind of feel bad for her because she doesn't know, you know? Some people live in such ignorance, in such ignorant places that, like, she thought she was doing a good teaching job. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, every year she got excited to do the Sohcahtoa dance, for sure. And nobody told her it sucked. Like, every student that had her and then got a couple years older were like, dude, Miss Connolly, they were telling the underclassmen, yo, wait till you see Miss Connolly's Sohcahtoa dance. It's fucked up. Like, nobody saw the Sohcahtoa dance and was like, I love this thing. Everyone laughed at her behind her back and was like, that was racist as shit. But she's a teacher, and what am I going to do, disobey the teacher? Like, that's the real problem at the heart of this, is that school is set up in a way where your teacher is God. Your teacher is the rule of law, dude. She's the sheriff in the classroom. And so when she does a Sohcahtoa dance, if you don't have a camera to film it, you're just like, I guess I don't want to get in trouble, dude. I'm just going to fucking, okay, dude, I guess I remember it. And that's the thing, too, is that she thought she was killing it because she was like, I do the Sohcahtoa dance every year, and all of my kids remember Sohcahtoa. All of them remember. There's a lot of other math teachers in this school. They never remember Sohcahtoa in their classes. It's because they don't do the dance. My dance may be unorthodox, but it gets kids to learn, and that's what I'm here for. You know that was her fucking process. And you also know that she was some sort of a theater kid or actor or something who did not become that, but instead became a math teacher. And she was like, this is the one time I get to perform every year. And I know the kids hate me, but I'm going to pretend like they love it. Like everybody, dude. She did that every year. And everybody hated it. And then all it took was one kid to be like, hey, rest of the world, can you believe this shit? And also, I'm not going to lie, I would love for her to never do that again and for her to learn that that's fucked up, but I guarantee you she's just like, no, the kids remember. And she's going to be put in another school where they enforce no phones better, and she's going to keep doing Sohcahtoa, dude. And then in 2028, somebody's going to take a viral video of it again, and she's going to be like literally on a fucking levitating scooter going, Sohcahtoa, Sohcahtoa. The feathers are going to be a hologram, and the same thing's going to happen again. Can you believe this? And people are going to fucking tweet from inside of their fucking, I don't know, inside of their fucking, pods that we live in the fucking 2028. Can you believe this fucking bullshit? I can't believe in 2028 people are still doing the Sohcahtoa dance. It's interesting. It's interesting how a human culture doesn't really change, but the technology does. So she will just, in a futuristic setting, still be doing a racist Sohcahtoa dance. 100%. And she shouldn't be, and she's wrong, but I don't think that we try to actually change people. I think we just go, that's wrong. That's fucked up. And then people just go like, well, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just like, it'd be nice if she was like, oh, I'm not going to do that anymore. But I'm telling you, 100%, I have met women like her. I have met people like her. I have probably had teachers like her. She's going to take from this, oh, I just need to do it next time where only the people in the room can appreciate it. Like, she's not registering the fact that it sucked and no one liked it and it's racist. She's not registering it at all. All she keeps repeating to herself is, they remember it every year. They remember it every year. Which is not a good reason to do something, right? Like, well, if it's so bad, why is it effective? It's like sometimes things are effective and they're not good things to do, okay? Fucking 9/11 is never forget, right? That doesn't mean it's good that they crashed those planes into the buildings. I'm not like, hey man, I never forgot that event, so I'm glad those buildings went down, dude. I don't think that, dude. I think that was a horrible tragedy. But also, I never forget. I do forget. I forget that event all the time. You know why? Because if I never forget it, then the terrorists win, dude. That's how I feel. And if I remember 9/11, Bin Laden smiles, and I don't want him to smile, dude. I don't want Laden to smile. I never want Bin Laden to smile, dude. That's un-American to have Bin Laden smile, okay? And I'm American. But anyway, that's my point. Like, people also hit their kids and they're like, well, the kid stopped doing the thing I said. And it's like, yeah, because you punched him in the head. You're not accounting for the fact that he isn't thinking about he isn't thinking about, that's the exact thing. He's not thinking about the thing that he shouldn't do. He's thinking about, I don't want to get punched again. And the same thing with Sohcahtoa, dude. I don't remember the mathematical equation. Like, I don't remember the actual thing I'm supposed to remember. I just remember the word you used and the racist story behind it. So if I'm not retaining the math, but I'm retaining the fucking bad part of it, it's not something that is effective in the long run. You know? Anyway. I don't know. Sohcahtoa, bro. What are you doing? Sohcahtoa, dude. Come on, man. Anyway. I don't know. Did she get fired? I don't know. I didn't look deep into the story. I just saw the video and was like, damn, that's wild. Damn, that's wild. That's got to be, like, middle of the country, right? Because in New York, no one put a fucking... My question also is, would it have been more racist if she went more accurate with what she was wearing, or was it more racist that she just like taped a couple of feathers to her head, you know? If she like took the time to get like a real Native American headdress, like an authentic one, and then she did it in class, would it have been a little bit better? I know it still would have been bad and still would have been like, hey, don't do that. And I agree, don't do that. That's fucked up. But would the time she put in would have made it a little bit less fucked up? Like the dedication? Like she would have at least known the culture enough to accurately be racist, you know? I don't know. She shouldn't do it. That's the real point. That's the takeaway. She shouldn't have done that. Anyway. Damn, there must be so many schools around. I mean, that's the real conversation, right? Is like, do we teach Sohcahtoa anymore? Or do we teach it like that? Because like I said, it's my school. It's definitely other people's schools. It's definitely the majority of school curriculum in America. It's definitely the majority of public school curriculum in America is they learn Sohcahtoa. I don't know. I think it's all good. Because I mean, it's bad what she did, but the bad thing that got called out by this kid and went viral has made us realize, I think it's good when you realize like, oh my God, this thing that we've been teaching is fucked. And all of us were not thinking about it at all. Because I think that a lot of times that's what happens. It's like this idea just becomes an idea and this becomes part of the curriculum and it takes effort to change the curriculum. So you just keep doing this thing over and over again until finally it reaches a point where it's like, hey man, what the fuck is this? And I think the moment of, hey man, what the fuck is this is always a good moment. Like that's a good thing to happen. And now people can think about a way to teach Sohcahtoa without it being a racist fucking thing, which will make kids probably learn the math better. And, you know, like because this happened, generations from now, hopefully, instead of someone my age being like, oh yeah, I remember the toe story, there'll be somebody who'll be like, oh yeah, that's how you do that mathematical equation. because you'll make it about the actual math rather than some weird fucking story to make you remember a word. It's like Christmas, dude. The reason why Santa Claus exists is because Jesus is boring as fuck. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't know the story of Jesus because they learned Santa Claus. Now, it's not one-to-one because who needs to learn about Jesus? You know? It's not one-to-one because definitely don't teach a racist Sohcahtoa thing. But you get what I'm saying. The thing that you make up to have a person remember the other thing doesn't make the other kid. There's a reason why the other thing is more memorable. For Sohcahtoa, it's a very negative reason. People remember negative shit too. They might remember negative shit more than positive shit. It doesn't mean like, hey, let's do something negative because they'll remember. No, dude. We never forget Pearl Harbor. I don't want to repeat that. Anyway. I got a couple things on here. I don't know. We're talking about hot button issues. Let's talk about Mystique, dude. Is Mystique doing blackface? I thought about that the other day. Is it blackface if Mystique turns into a black person? Like, I really wondered. It's a stupid thing to think about, but I was thinking about it. Of like, if Mystique existed in this time, right now, and she turned into a black person, would people call it blackface? Like, if she turned into other races. Because she is no race. She's just a blue lady. So is she just like the ultimate human being because she can be anyone and anything? Or is she like stealing those things by turning into something? Like, would we just suppress her to have to be blue all the time? Or would we... Because also the moral of those movies is like, be yourself, be blue. Until Jennifer Lawrence didn't want to do makeup anymore, and then it just became like, maybe I don't need to be blue. Maybe I don't need to be different. Maybe fuck myself. It's weird to change the good-natured theme of a movie because it takes too long to put someone in makeup. I don't know. I don't blame Jennifer Lawrence for that. She didn't know how big she was going to get, you know? She just didn't know. And also that last movie she was in, both those last movies she was in were written horribly. They were fucking tough. But, yeah, would people just be like, you need to be blue? Like, would white people get upset? Would white people be like, you're not white? Like... Would Mystique be the ultimate, like, just the ultimate just blue lady that, like, is never allowed to use her power? I guess you wouldn't know if she used her power, right? Because how would you know? She looks exactly like another person. But I just wonder. I don't know. It's a stupid thought experiment, but I do wonder it. Would Mystique be... Is the Mystique power inherently racist? Would people consider it that? I don't know. It's interesting to think about. At least for me. I like thinking about it. It's fun. Oh, man. Every morning I'm going to the train and people will run to the train, but we have time to make the train, but then I feel like I'm supposed to run and I want to fucking kill those people, dude. I hate those people. There are people who, in the morning, I'm going to the subway. I know when the subway comes. It comes the same time every fucking day. And I know every time I walk to the subway, if it's 8:30, I got about 4 to 6 minutes till the subway comes. And every time I'm walking and then a woman comes in or a man comes in, somebody comes in and sprints. They sprint to the subway to get on the subway. And then I feel like, should I be running? And then I walk to the screen that shows you when the trains are coming, and I go 4 minutes till the train comes. No, I shouldn't be running. Why the fuck are these people running? I hate those people for the fucking 3 seconds of stress they put into my gut. I hate them for it, dude. They make my heart beat 4 extra times, and I want to kill them for it. It fucking bugs me. Why aren't they looking at the screen? I'm looking at the screen. Is this not your morning commute too? Like, what's going on here? I don't know. I can't talk though because I'm the guy who doesn't check the weather because I'm not sure. You know, I'm the guy who gets fucking soaking wet because I don't know how to open my phone to the weather app. So I'm not really a good barometer for shitting on people for not using the tools at their disposal. But at the same time, I'm fucking mad at these people. Oh, man. Anyway. I'm going to do a little bit more. See you guys in a bit. What's up? I'm back. Yeah, dude. Fuck it. I haven't done I don't know. I just want to talk more. What about? I don't really know, but I want to talk a little more. Do I have anything important to say? Not really. I'm having fun. My every time I get to the third part, I'm like, should I say something? I'm like, I'm going past the hour mark. I should probably say something worthwhile. But you know what? I don't know if I have anything worthwhile to say. I'm just having a good time. And if somebody's enjoying listening to this, fucking hell, you get a little more, dude. And if you're not enjoying listening to this, see you later, dude. I don't like the weather recently, man. Yeah, that's right. I'm making the podcast longer just to talk about the fucking weather, dude. We're getting into a weird zone where global warming or climate change, whatever you like to call it, I can't keep track of the rebranding. Right? It was global warming at first, but then it's not just that the world's getting hotter, it's that the climate's changing. So then it was changed to climate change, but then now people are like, well, why'd you change it? It means it's bullshit. It's like, well, it doesn't mean it's bullshit. We're just trying to be more accurate. It's fun. People argue about silly things. I've gone over this already on Twitter. People argue about silly things. I think it's pretty easy to tell that when I was a kid, the winters were much colder. Right? I have a memory and it still works. And I remember being a kid and it being below fucking 10. It was below. I remember looking at the weather forecast. My mom would look at it. Because again, you know me, don't look at it ever. And she would be like, you need to wear a jacket because it is negative 20 with the wind chill. That would happen a lot. I would go to school a lot of days where it was fucking negative 15 to negative 20 with the wind chill. It would always be negative something with a wind chill. Which is what it is, by the way. When people are like, well, with the wind, it's this. It's like, well, yeah, but there's wind, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, that would happen all the time. And now I haven't seen a negative wind chill in God knows how fucking long. It used to be that September was cold and October was pretty cold. It used to be it was at least 50. Right? And I used to love it, dude. But now in my older age, I mean, I'm not even that old yet, but I feel I've said this already in the podcast. Every time I say I'm in my older age, I know that somebody younger than me is like, yeah, dude. And someone older than me is like, shut the fuck up, dude. Anyway, it's 70 all the time. But then it's suddenly 50. And it's suddenly 40. And then it's 70. And it's 70. It's 70. It's 50. It's 50. It's 50. And it's such a fucking dramatic whiplash of temperature that my whole life right now is deciding whether or not to take my air conditioner out. That's every single day. Should I take this out of the wall? Because it's 50 degrees and it's like, ooh, it's chilly as fuck in the apartment because air is leaking through the window because of the air conditioner. But then I'm like, if I take it out and then it's fucking 72 tomorrow, I might want to fucking make it a little colder in the apartment. You know, if it's suddenly 80 degrees, I want that air conditioner. I don't want to be sweating. It also gets hot in my room. It's fucking not clean. And I have a laptop and a PlayStation on, and it gets hot, dude. And I need that air conditioner. But if it's 50 degrees, we're A-okay. But it's not, dude. It keeps switching it up because we keep fucking disregarding the environment. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Climate change is a weird thing. Because, you do what you can, but it's all you can do. How much of it is just this is what it is now? That's what I wonder all the time. Because people talk about reversing it, and I'm like, yeah, but how much can we actually do that? And not in a way where I'm like, we shouldn't try. I'm like, we should try, but like, be real with us. We're definitely not going back to a -10 wind chill. We're just not. In New York, we're just not doing it. It's just not going to happen. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're in this bed now. I don't know. People talk about not eating meat helping climate change because the methane in cows' farts apparently hurts the environment. And it's like, all right, man, but I like cheeseburgers. I like a cheeseburger, dude. I don't know. I can't eat vegan, man. Every time I've eaten a vegan meal, I just feel like I could have had an actual meal, you know? I've never had a vegan meal and been like, hell yeah, dude. I've always had a vegan meal and been like, I'm going to eat a cheeseburger after this. I'm going to eat something after this that makes me feel like I ate food. Even pasta, I want a little bit of chicken in it. I want a little bit of fucking bolognese. I want something. If I'm eating pasta and there's no meat in it, I got to have some sausage on the side. I got to have something, dude. And I'm the son of a butcher. So that might just be built into me. I don't know. If you didn't grow up with meat, I can understand not eating meat. But then again, I know people who grow up not eating meat. They eat meat now, and they're enjoying it. And I'm not anti-vegan. I'm just not satisfied with the food. Do you know what I'm saying? I like veganism. There are vegans I like. There are non-vegans. There are vegans that I don't like. Because vegans are people are people. You know? Just because somebody has a food preference doesn't mean they're a saint. And it doesn't mean that they're a cunt. It goes, depends on the individual. Somebody could be like, I don't eat animals. And you're like, okay. And like, but I cheat on every girl I'm with. And you're like, you're an asshole. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll stop eating meat. I don't know. It's tough. Also, it's hard because all of I don't know, this is new ideas or anything. I'm not saying anything unique here. This is the points that have been pointed out before. But like, all the alternatives are expensive. It's expensive to eat vegan. I don't have that money. Also, vegan restaurants, I don't like vegan restaurants. I don't like how vegan restaurants are just vegan. I don't like that shit. I don't like how, I think that all restaurants should just have kinds of food there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or maybe we should do that. I don't know. Maybe we should be discriminatory with fucking food. Maybe it should be only meat restaurants and only vegan restaurants. I understand that there are only meat restaurants. They don't call themselves that. They're just called restaurants. But I understand that vegan people have struggled with that, and so now they make vegan restaurants which are only for vegan people. Which they're not. It's only vegan food. So if non-vegan can go there and eat, but, vegans can't go to a restaurant and eat meat, like, because they don't, you know what I'm saying? I can try a vegan diet because there's nothing in it that I'm keeping from myself. I don't know. I'm open to all food besides figs, to be honest with you. Figs are where I draw the line. Figs and gummies. Not a fan, dude. I don't like gelatin. Twizzlers, don't like it. I don't like anything that's like sticks to your fucking teeth. I don't like shit that sticks to your teeth. Which apparently is weird. Which doesn't sound weird when you say I don't like food that sticks to my teeth. I don't like to make this face when I eat. You would think that, you hear the noise I was making? You probably are disgusted by the noise. Like, fuck, am I listening to garbage ASMR? No, dude. And I'm not saying ASMR is garbage. I'm saying that kind of ASMR where it's just mouth sounds. Disgusting, dude. I'll fuck with the haircut ASMR. You know that. I'll fuck with the face exam ASMR. I'm not fucking with any mouth sounds only shit, dude. If someone pops gum or a hard candy into their mouth in a ASMR video, I'm fucking turning it off, dude. I'm unsubscribing. No, I'm not going to go that far, but I'll turn it off because what the fuck? I need to be warned about that. Every single ASMR video that says that has that should be like, hey, by the way, I'm going to put some garbage in my mouth and it's going to sound terrible. You know? Anyway, I keep fucking stretching, dude, if you're watching the podcast. You're seeing my sick as fuck stretches. But, yeah, people will be like, you don't like Skittles, dude? You don't like Twizzlers? I'm like, no, dude. No, because it sticks to your teeth. That seems like a no-brainer. If something sticks to your teeth, don't put it in your mouth. Gum. If a doctor says, hey, if you swallow this, it'll be in your digestive tract for 10 years. If someone says that to me, I go, well, I don't really want it then. I don't want gum. I don't want anything that I can't swallow, okay? That's right, dude. I don't want anything that I can't swallow. And some people are probably thinking, oh, is there a cum joke coming? Maybe, dude. There is no cum joke coming, dude. There's just the reality of if I were to suck a dick and cum was in my fucking mouth, I would swallow it for sure, dude. What, am I going to spit it out, dude? Why? Why would I waste protein? I don't spit out a woman's juices, dude. I don't fucking go down on a woman and be like, and wipe my mouth off. No, dude. I let it fucking sit, dude, and then I kiss her, bro. Dude. I've never had that problem, dude. I've never come in a woman's mouth, so I never had to worry. I never had to be annoyed at whether she swallowed or spit. People are like, dude, I hate when women spit. I hate when women spit my cum out. I go, I can't weigh in on this, dude. I've never lived that moment. I've never lived the moment where I'm like, what's she gonna do? Let's see what happens. I'm gonna be honest. If I did live that moment, I don't think I would really give a fuck one way or the other. I think it's her body, her choice on that one, dude. Yeah. Anyway. I think that's it for the pod. That's a good way to leave it on. Just wanted to fucking hang out for a little longer. Anyway, hope my hair looks fine. Hope when I go out tonight, I don't feel like I look like a dumb fuck face. But yeah, dude, this was fun. As always, man. It's always fucking fun talking on here. And I really do appreciate anybody who listens. And if you like the podcast, give it a review on iTunes, dude. Apparently that helps. I don't know. I have no idea. If you like the podcast and you listen on YouTube, like it on YouTube. And if you listen to it on iTunes, subscribe or follow to it. I don't know how it works. If you like it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I listen to podcasts on YouTube, so I don't know how iTunes works. But Spotify, whatever the fuck, follow it, like it. I think reviewing it on iTunes is a good thing to do. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you for listening. I really do appreciate anybody who listens. You're fucking awesome. And I love you very deeply, even though I don't know you, which just makes it sound like insincere love, which it kind of is, but it isn't. All right. Anyway, this was fun. Fuck yeah. Fuck you. Just kidding. I love you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.